I see your hand.
You don't see nothing.
Legends,
You don't see
do
nothing.
not touch that button.
You don't see nothing.
No, because I don't know what it does. Don't touch the button. Don't touch that. Welcome to the Roundtable Podcast. As you can see, unless you're on a Spotify or Apple Music or Amazon Music or whatever podcasting, put my Belgian chocolates down there, a Valentine's present. At time of recording, it's Valentine's weekend. I'm taking them away from you.
Only I get to eat the cookies.
You can have the cookies, but you can't have my Belgian chocolates.
Too far.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can now see us again, unless you're on Spotify, Apple Music, because we're on other platforms now. You can find us on your favourite podcast platforms. It's at Roundtable Podcast or at RTB Podcast. I haven't decided what one it is yet. It'll be in the link below. At time of recording, we're not on Spotify or anywhere yet, but we will be. Well, we would have been actually. It would have been 2 episodes since we uploaded to Spotify and everything. But you can now see faces to names.
True.
Legends to my right. Would it be to their left?
Yeah, we did it.
Would it be flipped?
I don't know.
Yeah, it will be flipped. So
Put annotations up there.
legends to my right and your left.
It's not a massive hand.
Um,
Alright.
If you need any other clear information, Legends is the ginger white one. Helix is the bald white one.
You got a fucking hat on.
Yeah, I've realised when I said that. I'm not taking the hat off because I haven't shaved my head. It looks shit. I look homeless without the hat. I look homeless with it, but I look even more homeless without
I
it.
mean, I need a trip, man.
And that one's born to my left, to your right.
The other
I'm
one,
the noir edition.
Noir.
I'm the noir edition.
We need a mixed race, guys, so we can do like before and after of suntan.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm really not.
Legends be at the beginning. I feel like we really need to be careful with our jokes now. They know what our faces look like.
Yeah, well, you specifically. I
Yeah.
can make
You're
as many
terrible.
black jokes as I want.
Yeah, you can make as many as you want.
can
I
make-
can make as many as I want, but that doesn't mean the
That
podcast
doesn't
will last
mean
forever.
Yeah,
I don't have a white privilege card to give you, so
that's fine.
Can
I
you
don't-
hand them out considering you're ginger?
I'm the whitest you can get.
Exactly.
I can hand them out.
But you're ginger.
You're 50-50.
Am I 50-50?
Yeah, because you're not as ginger. You got ginger bits in your beard, but that's it.
Ah, it's bleached.
Yes, you got to give them out. I can.
What can I give out? Rights.
AIDS.
I can't give out AIDS. I need to catch it first.
Herpes.
So last episode we discussed, what was it, technology and kind of the history that technology, the impact technology has made on history as it and life today. So if we're going to talk about technology and what it's done for the future, we may as well now talk about the past and what that's done for the present. So this episode is all going to be about history, moments in history, significant people in history.
Mostly an excuse for Legend to speak.
Yeah, Legends isn't a tech guy, so we thought we'd give the old man a chance and tell him some of his memories.
I'm not that old.
You're not that young.
Born's older than me.
Nah, man.
You're older.
You're an old soul.
I'm an old soul. Technology's awful.
Technology's not awful.
Mate, the cameras look like one of stuff.
That's because they were 30 quid off eBay. I'm surprised they're even on.
Are they on?
I don't know, it looks like the battery's nearly out on the red one.
Oh.
Yay! No,
Are they plugged in?
Wait on.
No, they're not plugged in.
Oh.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
That is pretty funny.
You're a bad tech guy.
I'm a bad tech guy.
This is why tech.
But to be fair,
Do you have a way to plug them in?
yeah,
Go on, Helix.
there should be some.
I'm surprised you didn't.
No, so am I. Oh, fuck, almost launched the phone. Anyway, where were we?
You're calling me a dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about the random jump cut you've just received. Legends may not have gotten it, but we did.
I
So-
can't be in a Teletubby.
yeah, unfortunately, I'm a dickhead and didn't plug the cameras in.
You didn't even charge them.
No, I didn't.
I
So,
want a new tech guy, please.
One of them unfortunately ran out. But you want a new tech guy?
New tech guy.
They're going to charge you.
They'll charge the podcast.
the podcast
which
that makes
is
no
you
money.
by extension.
Yeah, which is you two. If you kick me out, it's you two.
No, we'll just put you behind the scenes.
Doing what?
You're the new tech guy.
What?
This is now a black and white.
You've gone full
podcast.
circle.
Yeah.
It's now a black and white podcast. Figure out.
He sacked me as a host and decided to. Can you sack me as a host?
No.
Not really.
This is a democracy.
Lawsuits.
Plus, if you sack me, all my equipment goes.
But choose phones.
To be fair, phones probably would have better quality than these cameras. Let's be
Not the
realistic.
mics though.
No, Mike's not phone goes.
Yeah, you'll have to figure that out on your own.
Can you not sack a host, please? Goodness.
No, it would mean you make more money if you can figure out the tech.
Figure out the tech.
you wouldn't have to
the
split it three
accounts,
ways.
The advertising.
Yeah.
We're obviously going to lose the cabin.
And do you want to know what's funny?
What?
I have done more advertising than the marketing guy.
Yeah, I've not seen anything.
You asked the person who's the least techie guy out of all of us, who doesn't use social media as it should.
I asked and you said yes.
You said you
I
would
didn't
do
say, I
it.
didn't say yes.
Yes,
You did. You said you'll do it.
You said you'll do it. You
That's because it was the only option.
What do you mean it's the only
You
option?
could have turned around and said no.
No, I couldn't.
Yes, you could
You
have.
Who would have
could.
done it? Who would have done social medias and then
One of us two.
Yeah.
I felt like
You
I
have free will.
I felt like I didn't have an option. At this
No, you have free. You could have just said no.
point. I set up the TikTok and I was waiting for snippets to come in my way, but someone didn't do it.
I'm sorry that I have a full-time job and have to edit a whole episode as well.
To be fair, you can't use that argument because we all do now.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
We have
But
full-time
we all have
jobs.
full time.
But I can use the argument that I have to edit a full episode,
That's true.
which does not. It's not a quick. It takes me about 3 days.
Yeah, in order for me to do my job, I suppose.
Yeah, my research takes about 5 hours. At minimum, it takes 5 hours.
So it would only take me about half a day.
Yeah, which means it would make sense that you would have to do because we're all doing extra. It would make sense,
To do your
but you
fucking
can
job.
say no.
I didn't know I had a choice to say no. I don't
You-
mind doing the TikToks, but the Instagram, Twitter, I don't know how to use.
All you need to do, you can physically do this because some people do this. Copy the video from TikTok and post it on Instagram. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Same title, same words, same links, same.
Nothing needs to change.
Nothing needs to change. You could just post the same thing.
And you can also do the cheeky little thing of connecting Instagram and Facebook and posting on Instagram
And it
only.
will do both for you.
That's fair.
And you don't even do it every day.
Did you overcomplicate it and then just not do it at all?
No,
He also
I-
didn't have any clips from me, which is my bad.
Yeah, I overcomplicated it. I didn't have any snips from him, and I started a full-time job at the same time.
You have a half day. You can't escape us.
I'm still on probation. I gotta be a good boy.
You still get a half day?
To be fair, all you really need to do is spend an hour a week and schedule.
Yeah, just make like
I've been focusing on the new job more than anything. So I
yeah.
can't-
Once you get
I don't
home,
wanna
just
fuck
like
with that.
write out I don't know an advertisement. Today we
Yeah.
talk about blah 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 blah. Take a snippet from him, upload it.
I haven't got something.
I'm going to send
No,
them
no,
all.
no. I'm saying
Yeah,
once you take a snippet from
I will send them all either tonight or tomorrow.
tonight would be
It depends what time we finish recording.
yeah. We can edit this in a single night, all three of us.
I can't edit this in a single night. I could edit one episode a day. I could edit 2 episodes a day. Piss. But I don't get a full day to edit. I get after work and maybe the weekend.
Well, I mean, when we're not recording on Saturdays, you have the whole of Saturday.
Yeah, I might start doing it on a Saturday instead. But
Yeah, but that would mean that we would strictly have to record during the week.
well, no, because I'm caught up at the moment.
Alright.
Yeah, so all 4 episodes, other than before this recording, are all done.
Alright, glad to hear it.
So what I might do is not do any of this until Saturday coming because I've got 2 weeks to do it. 2.5 weeks realistically, because we're end of the week that we upload.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Might as well get on with it. Yeah.
there's your ramblings of us discussing the jobs in the podcast. Legends isn't carrying his weight. I mean, that's not true. He did just get a new job, so he's been trying to deal with that, and he hasn't had any
It's just
tips from me.
adjustments, you know. That's about
Yeah.
it.
But this is episode 5, so ignore the foxes in the background if you can hear them. So by the time this episode is out, we'll probably have caught up with social media.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So yeah, as I said before, we're discussing history. Well, moments in history specifically. If we were to discuss history, we'd be here all fucking day.
All day, bro. But-
So, the real question is, where in history are we going?
Well,
World War II.
the point was
We can do
to
World
get
War II if you
Legend
want.
to talk about something he wanted to talk about more, and the only thing that we could think about was history. When it
That's
comes
not
to
the only thing, but
There's
like
a few other things.
that was the only thing that wasn't specifically about our hobbies.
Yeah.
Mainly. Excuse me for going on my phone, but my laptop is being used for recording, so I can't have the notes on there. I might actually start printing them out.
the nose.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so I might start printing them out instead.
to
So-
get us started, really.
Well, Legends mentioned World War II.
You mentioned World War II, but what is genuinely when you think about history, Legends? What moment do you think about the most? Like, what captivates you? Because World War II is like an obvious, horrible, historic event.
Yeah.
But when you think about
it also
history,
shaped the world.
it shaped the world today, obviously, but come on, how many died, bro? But millions, right? And what event, genuinely, that could surprise us that you think about?
Well, the main thing that Germany never actually infiltrated the British Islands.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, they didn't invade England, that's why. They couldn't get across.
They tried.
They tried, but couldn't win.
They dropped bombs on us.
Oh yeah. Obviously, London Blitz and everything.
So, although they never got here, they did do a significant impact on the way.
They done a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the stuff I know the least about, so I'm not going to be saying much. But
Yeah, Germany bombed the fuck out of London. I mean, it was in ruins.
Yep.
But people still went on their day-to-day things. Going to work.
Well, you can do like London Underground tours of where they like sheltered during the Blitz. Like during the bombings, they used the newly built London Underground tunnels for shelter. Because they were that far underground that the bombs couldn't get them.
which is clever.
Yeah.
It's honestly so clever.
Yep. And where they weren't finished, there weren't any trains running.
To be fair, speaking of underground trains, I've only recently heard about, the postal service. They used to use a separate underground train system to deliver mail.
You can also do a tour of those tunnels.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
Did you see that on Instagram as well?
No, TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. I saw it on Instagram. But
thought
to be fair, I'm pretty sure people just recycle TikToks and post them on Instagram anyway.
Yeah.
Or it's the other way around.
So I probably saw a TikTok,
TikTok.
on Instagram.
That was rendered
Let's be
for
real.
Instagram.
So another interesting question for both of you. We'll start with Legends.
Okay.
You've been given a time machine. It's a one-way trip. Not a one-way trip, but like you can only go once. And you're there for 24 hours and then you're sent straight back. You can't take anything with you. And your appearance and your voice and like your dialect are changed to the appropriate timeline, so you're not out of place whatsoever.
Okay. That's
It's
good.
like you were
Yeah.
there the whole time.
Yeah.
And your actions do not affect history whatsoever. You are simply there as a viewer. You can interact with people, but once after that 24 hours, you will have never existed at that point. Where would you go?
It's a difficult one. I know if I go back to the like, obviously World War II, I want to get bombed.
Right. 24 hours and you're invulnerable.
No.
Like I said, you are a spectator. You can talk to people and you can interact with stuff, but like you have zero effect whatsoever.
Germany, 1945.
Germany 1940. Why?
That
Yeah,
was
could you explain that?
the end days of the World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, well that's when Germany fell. I'd love to see that.
Is he a reverse Nazi?
I don't even know. We were both stunned to silence.
You know how I said before the episode, we could have background music, but we don't really need it because there's not really an awkward silence. So much for that.
We both had nothing to say.
What?
The final days of Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the final days of
Germany
Germany.
still exists.
No, Nazi.
Third Reich. The final days of the Third Reich.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
To be fair, were they not around for a while after
They
that?
were around for a
Yeah,
while.
but very, very small groups and they'll be hunted out.
Yeah,
Dispersed, yeah.
but still, of all things you could have picked.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I could have picked. I don't see that.
Born.
Yep.
Same question.
To be fair, there is a lot of options I have here. A lot of options.
The fact that my camera's
Right.
now out, I'm gonna.
Oh shit! It ran out of battery.
Yeah, I gave a thumbs up, as in, you know,
Do we want to fix that?
no,
No.
no.
Okay.
We'll
Yes,
just
we do.
continue.
We need to see his beautiful face.
Alright, get up, Born. Go on, set up.
I can't get up.
That's my point, Charles.
Right. While Born's answering the question, you find the other box with the other charger.
Then where the fuck am I supposed to plug it in?
We'll figure that out after you found it.
I mean, the PS4 has 2 USB
But that
slots.
means I'm
Yeah, but that means moving the camera all the way over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you not have a power bank?
No. I have got an idea though.
Donate yourself.
Stack some boxes up and put the extension
That is a
cord on
lot
top
of
of
hassle.
it. But there's plenty of boxes.
Just continue with the podcast.
Look for the charger while we continue this question. It'll be in that pile of shit.
That's too much.
We need the camera.
We don't need the camera.
We got fine. We got 20 minutes left. Let's carry on.
So funny. But
Continue.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a screenshot of you from that camera, and every time you start talking, I'm going to switch to that instead of your camera angle.
No.
What do you mean no? You ain't got a choice. You're not the one editing. But yeah, so Born. Anywhere in history, you're just a spectator, you have zero impact, and you're only there for 24 hours, where would you go?
I would try to witness the Renaissance.
The Renaissance?
The Renaissance, where they were, I think they were either finding art and regathering it after it was lost, or they were I just want to see like the artists at work.
Yeah.
Because people even today admire the sculptures and I saw a recent sculpture of this gentleman, and they even had a vase in his arm and stuff like that. I think it would be really interesting to just watch them work.
Yeah.
It would be really appealing, you know, to see the statues and stuff put in one place, all that information put in one place.
See, I wouldn't mind doing that. I'm going to go slap bang in the middle of you two in terms of like war and peace.
Okay.
And this may be right on the nose because you guys know how much I love the Vikings. I'd go back and join Ragnar Lothbrok.
Never heard of it, please explain.
So, Ragnar Lothbrok was one of the most famous Vikings ever.
The person or an event?
The person.
Okay.
He was one of the most famous Vikings ever. Essentially, he raided England, France, and then his son went on to raid. His sons went on to raid the Middle East, the Mediterranean Sea, Ireland, places like
Vikings were a problem.
that. Yes, they were, but so were we.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. So were
Yeah.
the British at one point. We colonised a lot of the
A
world.
lot of them.
They didn't colonise. Well, they did colonise England. They did eventually settle down in England. Some of them.
Some of them did.
But I'd go join Ragnar Lothbrok when he first raided England.
To see old England or to see old England being pillaged for everything it's got?
Both. No, just to see the Vikings in action.
I mean, are you sure you won't have PTSD by the time you get back?
I hope so.
I think I'll have PTSD when I get back.
Yeah, to be fair.
Well, no, because after 24 hours, like you're sent back. You remember it, but like
it does not take long to get traumatized.
but there are no ill effects. There are no effects whatsoever to you or the timeline.
So if you get PTSD, you just won't have any memories of the event whatsoever.
You won't get PTSD.
Okay.
There are no ill effects. There are no effects
ill
from
effects.
it. You just
Alright.
remember it as
I mean-
like you watch a documentary from a POV.
I mean, if you're some sort of like ghost and you're just watching everything.
no, you're not a ghost.
No, but you're there.
You
right?
can interact with people.
Oh, okay.
You're actually
Because I was
there.
gonna say I would want to see. Now, do you remember? I don't remember specifically the name of the mountain, but do you remember that mountain that erupted? And to this day, we found like
Oh,
to this
Pompeii.
day- Yeah, and you
Yeah.
still find statues of people like that were solidified. I would want to see how big that explosion was.
That would be interesting, actually.
Do you know
I'll change
what?
my answer.
On the topic of the ghosts, to what?
I want to go see Pompeii.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's
You
all
just
go see
join me, we
Pompeii.
hold hands.
I'm gonna join you.
Because
So,
that is a good idea.
I remember seeing this thing online of like someone going through the ghosts of Pompeii. I think they call them the ghosts of Pompeii,
Yeah.
like the shadows.
I mean, they're like,
Yeah, where it was so hot.
And they found a scorched man
I know what you're going to say.
with his hand around his penis.
Only you would know that.
I knew it, but that's
Born
only
knew
because I
it.
saw it on my Facebook timeline.
I saw it on social media somewhere. I don't. Obviously, it could be bollocks. Like, you know what AI is like.
No,
this
there
thing.
was a picture.
Yeah,
The final one.
but of all things you could do in your final moments, he went,
Fuck it.
"Yeah, fuck it, I'll have a fap."
Yeah, but how quick did the explosion go past everyone?
Depends how quick he done it.
Because
Clearly
they were
not quick
frozen.
enough.
They were frozen in place.
Yeah.
So there had to be some speed to it for that to happen.
I think there was and there wasn't. I think, well, unless he didn't know and he was just mid-wank when it happened.
just
Oh, look, the vibration.
just R&B playing in the back.
Yeah. Like, how? To be fair, how would you know?
Big explosion.
Yeah, he's just like, I wonder what that was. Oh well.
Oh, that's so funny, bro.
Apparently it was 62 miles per hour, but could exceed 430.
So 62 miles per hour to 400.
430 miles per hour, yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on where you were, I presume.
Yeah.
It says,
That's madness.
That is crazy.
I have a question. So when we're doing these podcasts,
Yep.
how is it that we're talking about like these devastating moments in history? How do we always end up coming back to Cox?
You did. You specifically
Yeah.
did.
But we've
you
done it-
can't blame us for that.
But it's not the first time, and it probably won't be the last. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest. Yeah, let's be honest.
But yeah, it's a devastating moment in history. There are many.
Yep.
So are you still going with the original answer, or are you changing it to Pompeii now?
I'm chasing Pompeii.
Wow.
So
I'm gonna be holding hands with balls.
So you're going
Yep.
for Pompeii.
Yeah.
You're going for the Renaissance
I'm
era.
the one that said Pompeii.
Are you
also
changing your answer to Pompeii now?
I'm the one that mentioned it
But you-
first.
no, but
Oh,
you
I know,
also-
but
you
I've-
also said Renaissance.
The Renaissance would be a good idea.
Which one would you pick?
Hold hands.
Yeah, I would pick a
Go hold hands
romantic.
in
I would
Pompeii.
pick a romantic death with legends.
I'm still going for the raids of ye
You
olde
just
England.
want to see murder.
I want to go see the Vikings pillage Wessex.
Wessex.
Yeah.
That's what so you had Wessex, East Anglia, Northumbria.
Yeah,
It's
we
all
live
about
in
the UK.
East Anglia, don't we?
No,
We don't think
we're
so.
actually closer to Wessex than East Anglia, I think. Yeah, Google it. I think we're Wessex.
I think we're East Anglia.
I'm going to search it up as well. What I'll do actually is I'll put up.
No, we're East Anglia.
Are we East Anglia? Oh, you had Mercia as well.
I know nothing about.
No,
this.
we weren't East Anglia.
To be fair,
East Anglia is slightly north.
I'm surprised that neither one of you mentioned the French Revolution.
I did consider it.
I'm not gonna say.
I did
gonna
consider the French Revolution. He doesn't like the French. No, I'm pretty sure Essex did actually exist then. So you had Wessex, Essex, Sussex, and Kent.
I definitely think we're Essex.
Yeah. And then you had Northumbria, Mercia, and East Anglia. I will put up a map on the screen to explain what we're talking about. But yeah, so he raided Wessex and Mercia, I believe, and East Anglia.
Do you know who would be really interesting to watch?
Go on.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yes, so there's actually a TV show. I think it's 2017-ish.
Make
It
him
was
make
released.
the thingy code. What's
The
it
Vinci
called?
Code.
The Vinci Code. Watch him make that.
Yeah, so was it Da Vinci Secret? No, that's the Fibonacci.
The
Secret,
Fibonacci
I think.
something, which is something completely.
Yeah, but his was the Da Vinci Code, I think.
Yeah.
Which has been filmed about. There was a TV series called Da Vinci's Demons, and it was about a young Da Vinci before the Mona Lisa,
Yeah.
when he had never actually finished a painting.
Okay.
Mona Lisa is one of the only paintings he finished. I don't think it was a high double digit. I think it was low double digits ones that he finished in his lifetime. But it was right around the time where he was a full-on inventor, when he was like a war engineer and everything.
Oh yeah, all of that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
for
was
Florence.
also pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I'd recommend it, Da Vinci's Demons. I would highly recommend it because it's like a historical drama. extremely drunk. But it's really good. Me and the other half watched it, and it was like our show for a while. We really got into it. Disney Plus, if you want to watch it.
Okay, I'll consider that.
He produced 20 paintings in his lifetime.
Low double digits. He started a considerable amount more, but he only finished 20, to my knowledge.
I don't know. I have no knowledge on this. I mean,
Most at home.
yeah. To be fair, it would either be looking over the shoulder of some sort of artist or musician.
Yeah.
Those are the two things.
Oh, being able to go see Jimi Hendrix or the Beatles.
That's not far enough in history.
No, but how cool would it be?
It would be really cool. But like, we're talking about history. Some people definitely remember Jimi Hendrix.
Or like the invention of like, not the invention, but when they first came out with the Les Paul guitar.
What is that?
One of the most iconic Gibson guitars on the market.
I've never heard of it.
To be fair, you're a listener,
Yeah.
aren't you? As opposed to
Opposed to someone who's like
into music. So I'm kind of like in between.
Right.
So because obviously I produce music here and there. If you didn't know, I produced our theme song. I'm thinking of actually releasing a full version of that theme song.
Alright. Sounds good.
Legends,
So-
thoughts on the idea of me releasing the theme
While
song?
we're
as full?
working,
I
huh?
was looking at research.
Yeah, thoughts on me releasing the theme song as a full version?
I reckon that'll be an interesting.
Spotify
Interesting.
and the lot.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, I reckon.
yeah. What would we name it?
Yeah, I've got a clue on
No,
Um.
Three Wise Men.
that one.
Oh.
Be ironic.
Definitely. You don't want to lie to your audience the first thing
Yeah.
you post. To be
One of us
fair,
is wise. Try and guess which one.
to be fair, using the intro sequence as kind of like an idea. What about the opening of curtains? That could be an idea.
That sounds like a porn.
Curtain call.
Curtain call.
Curtain call.
You're the only one who would go there. You're the only one who would take a left turn, take my artistic words and completely...
Yep.
That is my job then.
So right. So what we've established is that we'd like to go see historical moments,
Correct.
which I think is probably the only good answer.
Well,
when it
you
comes
two love violence and I'm going for art and music.
Though I don't disagree with you, I would love to go and see that.
Yeah.
But as a massive nerd when it comes to Vikings and Norse mythology and anything Old Norse,
Yeah.
I'm leaning slightly more towards that. And it's even further back in time.
That is very true. Again, it counts. It
Yeah.
counts. So I'm not arguing against that. I'm just thinking about you just want to see murder.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Which, yeah, it makes me question your conscience, but that's fine.
Don't question anything.
No, I'm
just,
not going
just
to.
I could
smile
make
away.
it worse.
You probably could, knowing you.
I could go and see the Great Heathen Army instead.
I don't
which
want to
is
know.
after Ragnar Lothbrok died,
Yeah.
when his sons raised what was called the Great Heathen Army and pillaged England after they killed Ragnar.
Oh,
Yep.
he killed his dad.
No, the British did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say.
The English killed his dad. And they raised a Great Heathen Army, like one of the biggest in Viking history, and fucking demolished the Brits.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. They were pretty mad about it.
Oh, understandably. Like I said, he was one of the most famous ever. Certainly the most famous of his era.
Yeah.
How long have we got? We've still got 10 minutes.
Still got 10
So that's
minutes.
plenty of time.
To be fair, I was specifically very, 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 very obsessed with a certain woman in history,
And who was that?
Ada Lovelace.
Ada Lovelace?
She's the reason why we have a lot of the computing and technology we have today.
I know tiny bits, but not enough that I could tell you anything.
I'm not going to go into my massive notes because that would just take forever.
I'm half tempted to put your massive notes up on the screen at some point.
No, this is the ones that everyone else has. The one that I sent into the group chat is the clean version. And that's what, like 5 pages long?
Okay.
The messy version that I organized together is about 15 pages long.
Right.
which is probably, I'm not going to bless your eyes with all that information. I'm just not going to do it. But generally, in 1843, she translated and annotated an article about an analytical engine, right? And her notes included the first published description of an algorithm included to be carried out by a machine. She recognized the machine's potential beyond calculations, envisioning its ability to manipulate symbols and create complex patterns, so programming. Her ideas foreshadowed the development of computer programming and software.
Fucking hell.
She was that intelligent.
Yeah.
And it just blew me away. Because this is 1843. Not even
When-
1900.
When were computers even invented?
I didn't look that up, I'm going to be very honest with you. I know that...
Got legends off screen.
Yeah,
Googling it now.
Googling it. But I know that we definitely had typewriters and things first, so we had...
Oh yeah. Well, understandably, we'd have typewriters before we'd have computers.
The first computer was invented by Charles Babbage
When?
Babbage.
in 1822.
1822.
But it was not built until 1991.
Oh. So he had the plans for it, possibly.
Yeah. Wait. So if he invented it, normally there's a prototype.
It was the
Oh,
It
okay.
didn't get released.
Oh, so it wasn't built for
It was,
consumption.
yeah.
Right,
But
okay.
He came up with the idea.
Yeah.
Because that was the first computer where this lady invented the idea of programming software first.
Yeah.
So the computer could have just been a big calculator,
Yeah.
really, with a screen.
True.
And then she's invented complex programming and software, which I thought was fascinating.
Yeah, because a lot of people would assume that stuff like that would have been a man.
Would have been a man. Yeah, that's what shocked me. It was
The
like,
first personal computer was 1973.
Ah. Yeah, because I remember Chandler from Friends bought a laptop in 1990 something, and that was like a big deal for the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was like, "Oh my god, like this normal guy on a TV show has one. That means I can get one." And then everyone wanted one.
everyone's wanted one.
Um,
Yeah, that's usually how
but-
it goes.
But yeah, the fact that it was a woman that did it would probably shock a lot of people.
Shocked me.
Because not just that, but like a lot of people, when they think of women in history, they may refer to like Mary Curie, Rosa Parks, the suffragettes, things like that. Things that not necessarily the reason they had an impact was because they had to go through troubled times in order to create that impact. Whereas she was just a fucking nerd that was really good at what she did.
Really good at what she did. With no tools
Yeah.
and anything, she just figured all of that out.
Yeah.
I can't fathom the brain that can just sit there, put all of that together with no extra tools,
Yep.
with no extra programs. We rely on technology
Yeah.
way too much.
Like
today.
I still have to fucking use YouTube tutorials to edit our videos, and I studied videography in college.
Everything's advanced.
Oh, to be fair, I hadn't used Adobe software in like 7 years.
Okay, so you just needed a refresher.
Yeah.
Really.
Because there's been a lot of updates to, especially Premiere Pro since the last time I used it. It's a lot less intuitive than it used to be. Anyway, we've got about 5 minutes left,
Yeah.
and I don't want to jump the gun too much in terms of announcements, because obviously we're about 3 weeks. As of time of recording, we're about 3 weeks behind.
Yeah.
So you watching it now, it'll probably be like mid-March. No, early March as of watching this. So I don't want to jump the gun too far ahead, but theoretically, by I want to say episode 7, we should be ready to start our gaming channel. And we don't want to put too many eggs in one basket, but we're going to be doing gaming as well alongside the podcast. Completely different channel though, so we'll be streaming as well as gaming, as well as like YouTube, sorry. So it'll
Just an
be,
excuse for us to hang out, really.
yeah, it'll be 3 separate streaming channels and 1 YouTube channel. I assume you guys are cool with that. I'm pretty sure we spoke about it in the past.
We did speak about it.
Yeah. So if you want to check that out, if it's out by the time of this recording, then I will put the link in the description. If it's not, you're going to get a nice visit from future me
You're just stepping through the void. Hey
Yeah,
guys,
I mean,
How you doing?
I'm really sorry.
they've got a visit from future me in this episode. So,
Did they?
yeah, if you hadn't noticed, I announced the podcast will be moving over. Not moving over, but it will be spreading out onto all of your favourite podcast platforms.
I mean, I would use the word branching out.
Branching out, that's better. So, for those of you that are listening, you're probably listening to us, or possibly listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. And for those of you that are watching, we're on YouTube. But if you want more content from us, you want more of us chatting shit, but not about specific stuff, head over to the Trigger Clan Gaming channel, which I think we're calling Trigger TV.
Yes.
Trigger Clan TV, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was like Trigger Clan TV because someone's already made a Trigger Clan Gaming, which they made in like 2009 and then never posted anything on and haven't deleted the channel. And I've tried my hardest to get YouTube to delete it, but they won't.
Yeah, they're probably using it for normal use.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, so if you want more of us, Trigger Clan TV. As I said, if it's not up by now, as of time of this being released, my bad, but it'll be soon. And if you want more of us, we're also starting a board game series alongside the podcast on the Roundtable YouTube channel. That was Roundtable Gaming, we named that in the end, didn't we?
Something like that. I don't know, but you can have that.
Yeah, Trigger TV. So it was just Trigger TV, the gaming channel. But yeah, so if you want more of us, either head over to Trigger TV for our gaming content, or stick around on the Roundtable Podcast YouTube channel, and you can watch the Roundtable Gaming, where we get involved in all forms of tabletop games, like board games, card games, Pokemon, trading card games, all that jazz. Do you even know how to play actual Pokemon?
I do. I used to
Not
play.
just the app.
No, I used to play.
They've changed the rules a lot.
Have they?
Yeah. But for now, this has been Roundtable Podcast. He's been Legends. He's been Born. Oh, you can't see Legends anymore because he decided not to plug his camera back
He
in.
refused to plug his camera back in.
Too much effort. I've already done that.
Yeah, so he's been Legends. He's been Born. I've been Helix, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye for now. Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Bye.